we started with some onions, and I've just sweated them down in butter till they're nice and tender.
Okay.
About 25 minutes or so.
All right.
And then we're going to add the rice.
All right.
Now this is arborio rice. This is called, it's a carnaroli rice, short grain rice. The key to this is I want to add this in. I actually want to toast the rice. I toast it for about 3 or 4 minutes in this butter here and the onions. In my pumpkin risotto, I put a little bit of saffron. I'll add that right in next.
Aha!
And to make a delicious risotto, you need some wine because you want to have it balanced with the acid of the wine.
I see.
So you want to cook it till it simmers for about 5 or 10 minutes and just kind of cook that out. So what I do is I reduce that wine to a nice glaze. Now when that's reduced, we're going to start folding in chicken stock.
Okay, does it have to be chicken stock?
It doesn't. It doesn't. You know, you can...
It doesn't. You don't have to.
No.
Okay.
Chicken stock is nice because it adds richness to it.
Okay.
That's wonderful this time of year, the fall. But you could use vegetable stock, and you know what? You can make a perfectly delicious risotto with water. Okay.
Perfect.
So to make this pumpkin risotto, you're going to roast some squash.
Which is, you've done this already.
Yeah. So this has been roasted until it's nice and tender, and then we'll take this and we flesh the squash out.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to discard the peel of the squash. Okay.
Okay.
The hard outer shell, and then we're going to puree this. The second component is diced squash.
Right.
Which we're going to saute.
Okay.
And you know what? We're going to brown that up a little bit.
All right.
And we're going to add the squash right to it. Okay. And this cooks in a couple of minutes. It doesn't take too long.
Very easy.
Yeah. And the flavor, you just flip that a little bit.
All right.
The flavor of squash and sage are magical together. So we'll add
that's a winning ticket.
Add some sage to this.
All right.
And I'm just going to kind of just tear it up. I'm going to tear it up.
All right.
Just put that in there and let them kind of cook up together.
Okay.
And some walnuts.
Ah.
So again, you could use any nuts, chestnuts, walnuts, pine nuts.
I think chestnuts would be so cool in this.
They'd be delicious.
Would be delicious.
See how this is reducing down?
Yeah.
We want to let it go a little bit further.
Okay.
And you want to continually stir this, okay?
Right. That's the stew in a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've tasted this and it looks like it's pretty much done.
Okay.
And we're gonna add some deliciousness to it. We have the pumpkin.
This is the puree that we did with the roasted pumpkins.
We add that right in there.
Now this is just lukewarm.
You know, the rice is hot, so you go ahead and stir that right in there. This is nice and caramelized. Look how beautiful that is.
Look at that.
So that's going to be our garnish.
Oh man, this is so awesome right now.
And then mascarpone.
Of course.
Now you can add anything to this, like Parmesan cheese. I like a little bit of mascarpone to it. Adds a creaminess to it, a lusciousness. I also have some Parmesan, which I add both.
You do?
I do. So that looks good.
Yeah, you're happy with that?
Yeah, you want to just really stir it vigorously and kind of get all those nice flavors in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, all of these recipes can be found on our website because you saw them just add a little bit more. That's a chef's touches. I want to see it a little thicker. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's
I think I could
gorgeous.
eat the whole
pot I'm
right
telling you,
there.
this is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. Let's plate it up.
Okay. So we're gonna just spoon that. I like the texture. You know, sometimes it can be really firm or really soft. I like it somewhere in between. This is like a really nice texture here. It's kind of creamy and delicious.
Right.
So you get the flavor of the squash in two ways. You get the creaminess on the inside, and you get this nice dice here.
And you're bringing that sage in.
Sage, it's fall.
Yes.
There's some other herbs that could be used, sage, but sage is so nice, as everybody knows, with summer squash, or winter squash rather, and pumpkin.
Look at that.
Yeah. So just mount that on there, and
I'm telling you,
basically, you know, a great meal.